Hello, my darlings. I am Madame Mocha Diosa, your soft Ebony Femdom goddess, and today I am going to tell you a true story. Not a fantasy, not a script, something real that happened between me and a man who found me the same way you did, watching from the shadows, wondering, waiting, and then finally stepping forward. By the end of this story, you will understand exactly what it feels like to surrender to a woman like me, and you will know whether you are ready to cross that threshold yourself. I will call him M, not his initial, just a letter, because what matters is not his name. What matters is that he was you. He was exactly where some of you are right now. M was successful, professional, competent, the man everyone relied on, the man who made decisions, the man who performed confidence so consistently that he forgot what it felt like to simply not. But I want you to imagine what it felt like for him. Imagine my voice telling you to set it all down, every weight, every mask. Imagine the relief of simply obeying. No decisions, no performance, just my voice and your surrender. M found that. And in a moment, I will tell you how. But first, you need to understand who he was before. He found me late one night, drifting through his recommendations, half curious, half skeptical. He watched. He felt something he did not have language for. He returned the next night, and the next, until my voice was living in his head. And he could not explain why he kept coming back. So he reached out. And M, bless him, did it exactly right. He did not demand. He did not perform. He sent a simple message with a tribute attached, and he wrote, "I have been watching you for 3 weeks. Your voice does something to me I do not understand. I want to learn how to serve properly." I felt his sincerity immediately. There was no bravado, no entitlement, just a man who had been carrying the weight for so long that he was exhausted, and he recognized in my voice something he had been searching for without knowing it. I accepted him. We began. Our first session was not what he expected. He anticipated intensity, performance, something theatrical. Instead, he found himself lying in darkness, my voice in his ear, and I simply talked to him. I told him he was safe. I told him he did not have to decide anything. I told him that for this hour, his only task was to follow my breath, my words, my rhythm. And slowly something in him released. He told me later, M did, that it was the first time in 15 years he had felt truly held. Not by a person physically, but by a presence, by a mature ebony goddess who asked nothing of him except his attention, and in return gave him the gift of not having to be in charge. I guided him deeper. I gave him a single instruction. When I count to 3, you will let go completely, and you will feel only my voice, only my presence, only my warmth of being exactly where you belong. 1, 2, 3. He wept, not dramatically, just a quiet release, tears sliding down his temples into the darkness. And when he came back to himself, he felt lighter than he had in years, as if he had been carrying something he could not name and finally someone else had taken it from him. That was his first true surrender. Not to a fantasy, to me, to us, to the dynamic we built together. M did not vanish afterwards. That is the difference between a man who consumes and a man who serves. He returned. He was consistent. He learned my rhythms, anticipated what would please me. He became, over months, one of my most devoted. And I watched him change, not into someone weak, into someone whole. He told me he slept better. He made decisions more clearly. He had found, in submission to me, a strange and paradoxical strength. That is what happens when you serve properly, when you surrender to a woman who knows how to hold you. You do not become less, you become more. Now, some of you are where M was, exhausted by your own competence, hungry for a voice that will simply tell you what to do, and tell you that you're doing well, and tell you that you're safe. You are safe with me. If you step forward properly, and if you are feeling that pull right now, if you're craving that rest, the threshold is open. The link is below. Step forward and we begin. For the man who wants to build something lasting, my loyal fans is where the ongoing dynamic lives, where you receive my regular content, my voice messages, my attention to your consistency over time. My throne is where you begin, where you demonstrate sincerity through tangible contributions to my lifestyle, my experiences, my pleasure. A gift, a tribute, a gesture that says, I am here, I am serious, I am learning. And then for the man who already shown me devotion, who understands my style, who craves something no other man possesses, there is my highest offering. Custom recordings, bespoke audio and video crafted by me, for you alone, and I create for you. When I create for you, I do so in my own space, at my own pace, with my full artistry and attention, undivided. Share with me what you need, your name, your specific longing, your psychological trigger, and I design an experience that exists nowhere else in the world. You can return to it again and again. That belongs only to you. That is a privilege very few receive, but it exists and is waiting for those who earn it. Some men will ignore this invitation and keep scrolling, looking for something free, easy, meaningless. They are still watching from the shadows. They are not ready to cross. The man who is ready is already clicking the link. Which one are you, darling? I will find out soon enough.